Hey, Zach, you're back here, healthier than you were last year. How big is this spring for you to kind of show who you are?
Yeah, I think last spring I came in, in all compete mode and, was really just laying it all on the line. This spring, I got a chance to, take a step back, reflect, and talk to a lot of coaches and, figure out my game plan to get ready for the season.
Last year, I think the hand I noticed was still bothering you a little bit from the year before, but your excitement to try to prove, you're a major league player, was that kind of what took over?
Yeah, the day I dove on it, it definitely hurt for a few days. Couldn't really move it, but then I honestly I just wanted to play. I didn't really know it was that serious, and I think last spring, being around so many big leaguers and so many big names, I wanted to. I didn't want to. One, I didn't know I was hurt, and two, I wanted to go play with all the boys. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be able to do it again.
That's it, though, is that obviously the numbers we saw at the end of the previous year and last year, that's not Zac Veen. I mean, in a way, does that give you kind of the motivation? Because, early on, let's face it, every time you stepped out there, a lot of good things happened. Now you're kind of coming back from something. How motivating is that?
Yeah, it's very motivating. I got a chance to talk to a lot of the coaches, a lot of the big league coaches. Yesterday I had some great talks with our hitting coaches, and man, it's a different feeling coming back and knowing they still believe in you and knowing they got your back. So that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, when you look at prospect lists, you were all over them before. Now you're not there. In a way, do you use that as a little bit of motivation, or does that matter much to you?
Yeah, when I was younger, in high school I wasn't even ranked until I was like midway through my junior year, and at that time I'd look at the top 10 rankings every day and just kind of know, where I belong. And I feel like this isn't a situation I haven't been in before. I feel like, I've been in this spot my whole life, so it's not really anything different.
Yeah, as far as you're concerned, what are the differences in your approach or things that you've learned over the last year?
Yeah, I'd say, I started viewing the game instead of, just going out there and competing. I look at it more like playing the violin in a way. It takes years of practice. Your form's got to be there, the technique's got to be there, and even then you still might not, play it good. And so that's I started viewing my game as that, and really just trying to get everybody informed on how my body's feeling, my game's feeling, and I just feel much more in touch with everybody in the organization.
Well, the interesting thing last year, I think that people were excited about was how aggressive you were. You swung a lot of pitches, obviously, but you also stole a lot of bases. Is it still the same, or you are hoping that that's a bit refined?
Yeah, the way I view it is, I know I can steal bases, and I think, I'd like to be able to swing my way onto second instead of having to steal. But, a walk's as good as a hit for me. I like to think a walk is a double, and so it's definitely still in my back pocket. But I'm gonna definitely try and plan on swinging it a little bit more, and I know I'll be able to run when I can, but that'll never leave.
That's good. As far as just playing in the outfield, how much time have you had to talk to some of the guys here, like a Charlie Blackmon or a Nolan Jones, as far as positioning and different things and techniques in the outfield?
Yeah, I had a lot of good talks, especially last year with Chuck in the outfield, and Jones is, man, it's hard to not watch everything that guy's doing, and I think both those guys, when they're taking the reps in the outfield, I'm paying attention, just a little bit harder, and I'm I like to replicate what people are doing, so it's awesome to have those guys there and try to do what they do.
I think we brought this up last year. When you get to the AA level and you're in big league camp, you're on the radar. Do you look a few months down the road and say, I want to be in Denver, or do you go day by day? How do you do that, to mentally prepare?
Yeah, it's looking at our big league roster, I mean, we got a lot of studs on that team. I mean, I think we got a very underrated team in my eyes, and I really want to be a part of it. And I'm taking it a day at a time, and honestly, I'm just grateful to play. I can't be more excited to put the pants on today, and you know, where I go is not even a thought in my mind. I'm just grateful to play today.
Okay, got to go back to an answer you gave earlier. Do you play the violin?
I do not play the violin. Do not play.
I was wondering that too, man.
No shot.
Do you know anybody who plays violin? I mean,
Man,
that is a great analogy. You may have a future in broadcasting.
Oh, thank you. I wish I could play the violin, but I ain't that talented.
Zach, I got one for you.
Yes, sir.
The fans, they know who you are. You haven't even played in Denver yet, but the Denver fans, they're excited about you. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the type of player who I love playing for the fans. You know, I think a lot of my motivation last year to play was to be able to get in front of those fans in Denver. And, you know, it's gosh, man, it doesn't make sense why people want to come watch me play. I mean, I'm just a guy from Daytona Beach, but I mean, I'm more than blessed for all the fans out there, and I owe it to them to give it my all. So.
Hey, one more for me. Have you swung in the lab? Have you gotten your results? And tell me what that was like and what you learned.
Yeah, I did get to swing in the lab one day. I think it's a big step forward for the organization. I think it's awesome. We're kind of getting a little bit more technology on our side, and you know, I think everybody's been waiting for that you know, little piece to put us over the edge. And I think after having a day or two in that thing, I think it'll be big.
What did you learn about your swing, your I guess power, your foot position, all that stuff? Was there anything that you learned like, wow, this kind of blows me away?
Yeah, I mean, you never really realize how much, I guess, your weight you're pushing into the ground, or how much force, you know. And I think if you can transfer it the right way, that's huge in a swing, and you know, be able to get a little bit more pop. And I think the technology we got now is really good to show us that.
Thanks, Zac. We appreciate it.